for the junior division. Shane Dowdy finishing second. As we are going to switch gears here and go into the dwarf cars for their first of 3 heat races. Heat race number 1 looks like this. Inside row number 1, it would be the 5S. Out of Grants Pass, the MRG Racing Motivated Customs, Travis Gurgel. To his outside, car number 55S. He is out of Central Point. LRC Dwarf Cars, Mr. G Racing Entrance, that is Colby Bergquist. Inside row number 2 will be car number 2S out of Eagle Point. The Brock Peters painting number 2S, Cody Peters. To his outside, car number 9S. Out of Medford, the special thanks to Jim Nelson, Visual FX Stone Heating and Air, that is Josh King. And your final starter will be the 01 out of Cresswell, the Swan Island Sandblasting, the right shop, Chris Wright. Chris Wright starts in position number 5. 9 laps the scheduled distance. Green is out. As they're going to work their way down into 1 and 2. Gurgel gets tight. Bergquist going to go around. Travis Gurgel. Here comes Josh King. Josh King to the outside of Travis Gurgel. Colby Bergquist shows the way. Josh King starting to close in on your race leader. Car number 9S. Two laps complete, 7 laps remaining for the dwarf cars. Everyone utilizing the same line, it looks like right now. Couple cars running the bottom. Majority, everyone up top. Colby Bergquist stretching out his race lead to half a second over Josh King. Bergquist just turning laps, still about half a second now. And a little ways back is going to be Travis Gurgel. Josh King took a different line through 3 and 4. Now just jumps to the bottom in 1 and 2. Trying to find any grip to catch up to Colby Bergquist. Bergquist doing a fantastic job out front. With 6 laps complete, 3 laps remaining. Travis Gurgel starting to get the ball rolling in 3rd place right now. Brock Peters, Chris Wright rounds out your racing field. Josh King made a mistake in 3 and 4. Going to lose a ton of ground. About a second back now to Colby Bergquist. Down in 3 and 4 they go. Bergquist going to see the white flag this time. One more trip around the speedway for Colby Bergquist. Down the back straightaway goes Colby Bergquist for the final time into 3 and out of turn number 4. Colby Bergquist going to win heat race number 1. Josh King finishing 2nd. Travis Gurgel 3rd. Brock Peters finishing 4th. And Chris Wright rounds out your finishing order. Just got a note here. There's 2 rings found in the ladies' restroom. They will be in the souvenir booth to identify. They were found at 7:03. So if you're missing 2 rings, they were found in the ladies' restroom. Please go down to the souvenir booth and verify those. As heat race number 2 rolls out onto the racetrack, inside row number 1, car number 5A, the right shop at 11, that is Danny Altum. To his outside, car number 21, Junior. Out of Rogue River, the Caveman Heating and Air Conditioning Wrap Racing, Vinny DeBenedetti. Row 2 on the inside, car number 43, Tanner Kerr out of Albany, the Abbess Pump Well Drilling Farmers Insurance, number 43. To his outside, out of Roseburg, special thanks to his parents, car number 98, Seth Christian. 53-0, Rod Glenny, Deschutes Gourmet Mushrooms, number 53-0. And the 10S, Fred Hay out of Eagle Point, the Racers for Christ, number 10S. 6 cars, 9 laps the distance. Green is out. As they work their way down into turns 1 and 2 for the first time, Vinny DeBenedetti going to show the way. Bringing Seth Kirsten right along with him. Benedetti going to lead lap number 1. Tanner Kerr also coming up to third. Look out, Seth Christian. Big contact with Danny Altum. Yellow flag going to fly after 1 lap. So Seth Christian able to keep going. That's a good sign for the 98 car. Danny Alton trying to get his machine fired. They sailed off down into 1 and 2, and it looks like Christian just lost the handle on the 98 car. Danny Alton nowhere to go. Want to thank everyone for joining in on the Facebook Live look-in on the Dirt Oval TV Facebook page. If you like what you see, go head over to dirtovaltv.com, get the subscription for back-to-school night. All right, lights are back out on the Speedway. Vinny DiBenedetti has led since the drop of the green. Tanner Kerr, Fred Hay, Rod Glenny. 4 cars left in heat race number 2. Green is out. Good restart for Vinny DiBenedetti. Tanner Kerr trying to follow in suit. Coming down to complete lap number 2. Oh, Fred Hay looks to the inside of Tanner Kerr. He's going to take over that second place spot as Kerr caught the cushion in 1 and 2. Kerr getting back around Fred Hay, though. Completing lap number 3 with DiBenedetti out to a 0.6 of a second lead over Tanner Kerr. Ready to complete lap number 4. It's going to be 5 to go this time around. Tanner Kerr has found some speed. Closing in on Vinny DiBenedetti. Cutting it down from 0.6 to 0.4 and closing in more. He is right on the rear bumper of Vinny DiBenedetti, turning hot lap after hot lap. Is the 43-0 Tanner Kerr. He's going to have 3 laps to get the job done in heat race number 2. He jumps the cushion just a little bit. Tanner Kerr going to allow Vinny DiBenedetti to get out to a 0.7 of a second lead. DiBenedetti working through 3 and 4. Tanner Kerr starting to close back in. Kerr right on the rear bumper of Vinny DiBenedetti. Down low goes Kerr, looking to slide up and battle for that race lead. He's got 1 more lap to get it done. DiBenedetti doing a great job out front. Just closing the door when he can. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Into 3 and out of turn number 4. Slide job coming, not going to get there. Vinny DiBenedetti wins heat race number 2. Tanner Kerr finishing second. Fred Hay, Rod Glenny, Seth Christian, Danny Altum. Your finishing order. This kid's been having a good 2025. Vinny DiBenedetti, ladies and gentlemen. One more heat race for the dwarf cars. And your heat race lineup looks like this. Car number 99 out of Springfield, that is Trevor Points. To his outside, out of Campbell River, British Columbia, Canada, Brian Lee. Car number 48, the Ed Rossi Plumbing Ground Level Ventures. Number 48 car. Row 2 on the inside, car number 71S. Out of Medford, the ABC Powder Coating, Visual FX, Chad Cardoza. To his outside, car number 44, out of Roseburg, the North Pacific Excavation, B&B chassis, that is Anthony Pope. And your final starter, car number 77S, Jamie Raymond, out of Grants Pass, the Road Truck and Body, LRC Dwarf Cars, number 77S. 5 cars, 9 laps, the scheduled distance. Trevor Coates on the pole for this one. Normally works the infield here at the Speedway. Looking for the green. This time we are racing. Anthony Pope with an amazing start from the outside second row. Going to go from fourth to first in one set of corners. As they work their way down to 3 and 4 for the first time, Anthony Pope is going to lead lap number 1. Brian Lee sitting second. Chad Cardoza third. Trevor Coates fourth. Jamie Ray. Look out, Trevor Coates spinning out on the back straightaway. And he keeps it going. Style points for the 99 of Trevor Coates. Anthony Pope out front of Chad Cardoza by 1.3 seconds. Oh, Brian Lee made a big mistake in 4, able to gather it up before the front straightaway wall came into effect. Chad Cardoza sitting back there in second behind your race leader of Anthony Pope. Cardoza just turning hot lap last time around, 1.2 seconds, but then made a mistake in 1 and 2. Well, Anthony Pope to stretch back out that race lead. .8 seconds is the race leader. 1.9, excuse me. Anthony Pope coming down to be 3 laps remaining this time. Three to go. Anthony Pope, Chad Cardoza, Brian Lee, Jamie Raymond, Trevor Coates. 2 to go that time for Anthony Pope. Chad Cardoza, Brian Lee, Jamie Raymond, Trevor Coates. White flag coming out this time by for Anthony Pope. Down the back straightaway goes Pope for the final time. Into 3 and out of turn number 4. Anthony Pope going to win heat race number 3. Chad Cardoza finishing second. Brian Lee third. Jamie Raymond going to hold off Trevor Coates for that 4th place spot. Trevor Coates going to finish in 5th. So Anthony Pope, ladies and gentlemen, gets the heat race win in heat race number 3. As the wingless sprint cars set to go next. Heat race number 1 for the wingless sprint cars is rolling out right now. Inside row number 1 is going to be a 35 junior, the 10 Pro window tinting, Curry Legacy Construction, out of Winston, that is Timothy Smith. To his outside, car number 11X, out of Forest Grove, the reliable transmission beyond etched engraving and apparel, that is Jake Gilman. Row 2 on the inside, car number 8H, out of McMinnville, the Stedman Powder Coating, Thomas family sponsored entry of Lance Hallmark. Outside of him, car number 85, the Hertz Precision Parts, A&E Contracting, out of Thurston, Ricky Ashley. And your final starter, the Just Bathrooms, VTS, Owen Boys Racing, out of Cresswell, number 40, Kinzer Cox. Kinzer Cox starts position number 5. Nine laps the scheduled distance for all heat races. All right, lineup is set. Field's going to get shown the 1 to go this time by. We are going race the next time they come out of turn number 4. Smith and Gilman, your front row for the first heat of the wingless sprints. Looking for the green this time. Out of turn number 4. Green flag. Kinzer Cox almost jumped the cushion in 1 and 2. Look at Ricky Ashley quickly working up to the race lead. Close quarters there between Cox and Gilman. Ricky Ashley, your race leader, completing lap number 1. As they work their way down into 3 and 4, Ricky Ashley trying to hold off the hard-charging Kinzer Cox. Kinzer Cox trying to stay clean sweep eligible. Right on the rear tail tank of Ricky Ashley. Ricky Ashley shows the way in 3 and 4. It's Ricky Ashley, Kinzer Cox, Lance Hallmark, Jake Gilman, Timothy Smith. Side by side for the race lead as they go down to turns 1 and 2. Slide job coming from Kinzer Cox. He catches the cushion and off he goes. Kinzer Cox to the race lead. In front of Ricky Ashley. Lance Hallmark. Jake Gilman, Timothy Smith. Cox doing a good job working the top side of the racetrack. It's going to be 6 laps complete, 3 laps remaining for Kinzer Cox. Just beautifully working the top side of the racetrack is Kinzer Cox. It's going to be 2 laps remaining this time around. White flag coming out this time for Kinzer Cox. 1 more trip around the Speedway. Everyone pretty strung out right now. Into 3 and out of turn number 4. Kinzer Cox wins heat race number 1. Ricky Ashley going to finish in 2nd. Lance Hallmark third. Jake Gilman going to finish fourth. Timothy Smith rounds out your finishing order. So Kinzer Cox, ladies and gentlemen, wins heat race number 1 for the wingless sprint cars. Heat race number 2 for the wingless sprint cars are rolling out now. Inside row number 1, out of Salem, car number 52, Tim Alberding. To his outside, car number 35, the Tint Pro window tinting, DNS bookkeeping, Steve Smith. Row 2 on the inside, car number 39, the Hertz Precision Parts, out of Forest Grove, Chris Battaglia. To his outside, car number 9, out of Battleground, Washington, the Swan Island Sheet Metal, Seth Waldall. And your final starter, car number 51, the Jocko Sprint Parts, out of Woodland, California, Gary Paulson. Five cars, 9 laps is the scheduled distance. All right, lights are out on the Speedway, getting shown the one to go this time around. So it looks like Tim Alberding electing to go to the back. He's been having issues with that car all day. So Chris Battaglia, Steve Smith, your front row. Looking for the green, this time out of turn number 4. Green is out. Steve Smith with a good jump over Battaglia. Smith going to jump out to the race lead. Through turns 1 and 2 they go. Smith holding on. He will lead lap number 1. It's Steve Smith, Chris Battaglia, Seth Waldall looking to go 3 wide off of turn number 2. They all work it out. Still trying to go 3 wide out of turn number 4. Holy cow, your top 3 are still 3 wide for a brief moment. They all work it out, and Gary Paulson going to jump out to the race lead. It's Paulson, Batali, Alberding, Waldall, and Smith. As Gary Paulson works out to that race lead, completing lap number 3, going to complete lap number 4. This time, 5 laps remaining for Gary Paulson. Alberding getting around Battaglia. Alberding running the extreme bottom part of the racetrack, making it work up to second from dead last. Trying to close in on Gary Paulson. Here comes Seth Waldall now, getting around Chris Battaglia. Into 3 and 4 they go. It's going to be 2 to go this time around. Steve Smith around. He keeps it going, though. Looks like yellow flag is going to fly. All right, lights are out on the Speedway. Restart cone in effect. Green flag is back out. As they work their way down into 1 and 2, look at Alberding trying to get to the inside of Gary Paulson. Alberding going to work his way to the front. Tim Alberding, after having issues, finds himself leading this race. As they work their way down the back straightaway, the white flag getting ready to come out for your racing field. Here comes Seth Waldall now. Waldall getting around Paulson for that second place spot. One more trip around the quarter mile. Alberding trying to hold off Waldall. Into 3 and 4 for the final time. Checkered flag. Tim Alberding going to get the win. Seth Waldall finishing second. Gary Paulson third. Steve Smith fourth. Chris Battaglia going to finish in that 5th place spot. So Tim Alberding. Alberding had issues after hot laps. Did not get a qualifying time. Finally got that car fixed, and he wins heat race number 2 for the wingless sprints. IMCA Modifieds getting ready for their heat race action. First of 2 heat races for the IMCA Modifieds. Starting lineup looks like this. Inside row number 1 out of Cottage Grove, car number 44, that's Greg McDonald. 2 is outside, car number 19. Out of Jasper, the Tracktown Pizza, Alpha Towing at Madeline Ashley. Row 2 on the inside, car number 33, the Jim and Sue Gregory Premium Woodworking Design out of Eugene, that's Paul Ray. 2 is outside, car number 8M. Out of Cottage Grove, the Vape Rents DM Innovations, Brett Muth. And your final starter tonight, car number 42, the Superior Fuel Cells DK&J Construction, out of Coburg, Kevin Williamson. Kevin Williamson starts position number 5. As we are set to jet here in heat race number 1 for the IMCA Modified. 9 laps the distance. And we are off and rolling. Madeline Ashley had a good start. Brett Muth looking to go from 4th to 1st on the first lap. He will get to the inside of Ashley. And he's going to try and lead. No, it's going to be Madeline Ashley leading lap number 1. Madeline Ashley trying to fend off the hard charges of Brett Muth. Kevin Williamson also moving into the picture. And down to the line, still Madeline Ashley by just a few inches. Brett Muth clears Madeline Ashley off of turn number 2. Trying to slide up in front of her, but Madeline Ashley trying to battle back. Kevin Williamson now, he slips into that lead spot across the start-finish line. Williamson going to shoot out to the race lead. It's Williamson now to the point. Brett Muth sits in second. Madeline Ashley third. Paul Ray fourth. Greg McDonald rounds out the top 5. As Kevin Williamson shows the way. 5 down, 4 to go, just over halfway. Kevin Williamson, Brett Muth, Madeline Ashley, Paul Ray, Greg McDonald, your running order. Paul Ray trying to close in on the 19 of Madeline Ashley. He's going to be 2 to go this time around for Kevin Williamson. Into 3 and 4 he goes. Williamson will see the white flag this time. Brett Muth, Madeline Ashley, Paul Ray, Greg McDonald. Down the back straightaway for the final time goes Kevin Williamson. Out of turn number 4, Kevin Williamson wins heat race number 1. Brett Muth finishing second. Madeline Ashley going to hold on to third. Paul Ray finishes 4th. And Greg McDonald finishes 5th. Just got one more heat race scheduled for tonight. And that heat race will consist